Think about your pipeline of talent. Do you have bench strength or bench warmers? If you have more bench warmers than you care to admit, don't worry, you're not alone. Did you know that 87% of senior leaders are not confident in their pipeline? Yet that same percentage believe organizational success depends on their rising leaders. So, how is it that senior leaders care so much about their pipeline but don't invest in them? This is actually not that surprising. There's some good reasons why this is the case. First of all, investing in your leadership pipeline is expensive. Organizations can't afford to send all of their managers to training. Instead, senior leaders pick the top talent they can invest in. But what about everyone else? Besides being expensive, traditional training is often not effective. Managers come to class unprepared and listen to a talking head in the front of the room. After 1 or 2 days of this, anyone would zone out. Lastly, traditional training is not sustainable. The learning just doesn't stick. Research suggests that only 10% is actually transferred back on the job. Let's take Jean for example. Jean just came back from a 2-day training. She's excited to implement what she learned, but is quickly thrown back into reality. Papers pile up, projects become more urgent. Her team needs her attention, not to mention the other teams she manages. Matrix teams, client teams, virtual teams. You know the story. It doesn't take long until the learning becomes a distant memory. Well, we get it, and we have the answer. Think about how you learn information every day. Through observation or conversation, trial and error, YouTube videos. We're learning in bite-sized pieces of information all of the time. It's time to create leadership training that aligns with our natural way of learning. Instead of coming to the classroom to learn new information, managers should come to interact with each other. We begin our program by sending out engaging content before managers even attend their first class. It might be a video, a case study, or an interview with a senior leader. The content is so intriguing that managers often ask if they can resend it to their colleagues. After getting a flavor of the content, managers then come to the classroom, or learning lab as we call it, to bring the content to life. During the learning labs, we dig deeper into the content, share real examples, practice skills, and offer a safe lab for managers to test out the new content they just learned. Before leaving the learning lab, they commit to one experiment they're willing to test out with a team, or with a colleague over the next few weeks. We call this a give-and-go process. We give them the content in bite-sized information and then let them go and experiment. Then, after conducting their experiments, they meet back as a group to talk about what worked and what didn't work. So, to recap, we begin with engaging content, then offer learning labs to play with the new concepts. Each person designs an experiment to test out on the job, and then they all meet back together to talk about the results. The process then repeats itself for the next module. Our signature Leadership Lab program runs for 6 months. The experiments focus on proven leadership skill sets that build engagement for leaders and teams. We can also customize the content to fit your specific needs. Multiple labs can be conducted simultaneously to reach a wider audience. The program is affordable, effective, and sustainable over time. So, don't wait any longer. Start building your bench today. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to hearing from you.